Hello, everyone. Welcome to another live English lesson with me, teacher Zdenek, and one of my students. And this time it's none other than Helen. Hi, Helen. How are you doing?
Hi, Zdenek. Hi, everyone. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you.
Good. Before this live, I told you, Helen, I have to wash my hair before I do the live because my hair didn't look good. Then I came back in 10 minutes and you were surprised that I have a really good shampoo.
Yeah, indeed. I want the brand of your shampoo. It makes some miracles.
I realized I wasn't feeling like washing my hair. And then I got this idea that I could basically use one of my wigs. So this is not my real hair, everyone. In case any of you are disappointed now, I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. I'll try to make it up to you with this live English lesson. And obviously, welcome, Walt. Whoever is watching this live,
I
feel free
will.
to post comments. It's actually something that I would like to encourage you guys to do because it's a wonderful opportunity for you to practice your written skills, to develop your writing skills, and I could even correct you if you make mistakes, just like I will with Helen at the end
I
of
haven't
this
said anything yet.
at the end of this live. No, I wanted to say that it's part of this live that there's the feedback section at the end. Yeah, so it's a lesson. We have a conversation right on a given topic, and then later I'll be making notes as we do that, and later we'll go through some language correction as well. All right, are you prepared for that? Are you ready, Helen?
Prepared, not really. Ready. Let's say yes.
Yeah, I'm sure you were born ready, to be honest. And
Oh,
do you know what today's topic is, Helen?
you told me. You forgot. I'm afraid your memory is like switches.
My memory got
Yeah.
my memory used to be good when back then when I had different hair.
Hmm.
Luke likes it a lot. Right. The topic is
Fears
fears
and
and
phobia and
phobias. Yeah, fears and
yeah.
phobias. So, where do we start? I've got a series of questions somewhere, Helen. It's actually on my Google Drive, and
Yeah.
the tab is closed for some reason. So, if you give me 1 second, I'm gonna open
If
it
you were
again.
like me and not closing any tabs, it would be open.
Yeah, but if I were like you, I would have 100 tabs open at the same time, and that would slow down my computer, Helen. So, no
You think
thanks.
so?
No thanks. Right. Fears and phobias. Oh no, somebody messed up the questions. All right, I want them in one place like this. Okay, let's go. So, Helen, the first question for you is: are you
Yeah.
afraid of anything, or are you fearless? Hmm? Are you
Um,
scared
I'm,
of anything, or are you fearless?
I'm scared of many things, especially when it comes to social related activities.
Okay,
Uh,
like
but
doing a YouTube live. What about doing a YouTube live? It's a social activity. We've got people watching us live, Helen.
no, no, no. It's only the two of us. It's like a video call, and that's it.
If you think about it that way, it's just you in your room. This is just a screen.
Yeah, yeah. Nothing's happening.
Nothing is happening at all. So your phobias or your fears are to do with social related activities. Could you give us an example? You asked me not to dwell on it too much. Okay, I will not dwell on it too much. I promise. But we need more detail. Come on.
Well, uh, don't expect me to talk at a party if I don't know people. Um, you can mistaken me for a plant or, or something because I'm
I
not
can
moving.
I can what?
Um, Sorry?
I can mistake you for a plant because you're not moving.
Yeah, that's what I've said.
Uh-huh. Or a statue.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. So what does it mean? So does it mean that you are like in one position and then like does it mean that you are focusing or that do you just sort of get into a state of such anxiety that you don't want to do anything, not even move your hands, something like that?
I just don't know how to initiate conversation, so I don't initiate any conversation, and you find me right beside the snacks. And
Yeah. Do you remember how I initiated this conversation, Helen?
you said hello,
I
but
put on
what to say after you've said hello? That's
you
the
just
big question.
you need to put on a wig like this, and then like trust me, if you put on a wig like this, it's the best icebreaker ever. Because
Now, food is the best icebreaker ever. I came late one time at a meeting. It was how do you call it? A shared dinner. When everyone brings something to eat,
hmm,
and usually when I come on time, I can greet people.
yeah,
I can initiate some conversation. But when I came in, everyone was already groups were already formed.
hmm,
And what saved me was the snacks, were the sweets. Everyone ended with the eating. And do you want some sweets? Do you want some sweet? And it was the way for me to initiate conversations. But without that, I would have been lost, completely lost.
yeah. I see what you mean. Okay, then. Well, food saved the day.
This day, yeah,
Okay, well, another day could
there's
be different, right?
there's
Is that
nothing
what you
like
are
food.
saying? Every day is different. Okay, then. You guys tell me if you are fearless or if you have any things you're afraid of. Or do you know any people who just never fear anything at all? Do you know such people? What are they like? Let us know in the comments. For example, Volt says um, what he's afraid of the most is being bitten by homeless dogs because most of them are carriers of diseases. Wow, that's a really good answer actually. Makes sense, doesn't it? It's a bit sad, but I guess it makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Mm, do we say homeless dogs or stray dogs?
I mean, yeah, stray dogs is a good collocation. That's true. I've recently actually been teaching it to someone. I can't remember who I was teaching it to. Oh, oh yeah, I know. I've got one teenage student, and she likes cats, and we were talking about cats. Stray dogs, stray cats, yeah. But I don't think it's an issue if you say a homeless dog, Helen. Like it's perfectly
Obviously, we
understandable.
can understand. I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
wondering if it were used,
I,
if it
I
is
don't.
used.
I don't think it's a big deal. Like I don't think it's a problem. It's a
Mm,
homeless dog. I mean, it's a dog that doesn't have a home, right?
yeah,
Yeah, I don't see it as
obviously.
a I don't see it as a problem, honestly.
All right.
Yes, you're right that stray dogs is what people would use most of the time, but we understand what Walt was saying with this, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. It's Carolina from Peru says that she can't move at all when she has nightmares. Yes, I've had one of those as well. Yeah, I would say I've had my fair share of those. What about you, Helen?
Luckily, I don't have nightmares. Um, I'm sleeping quite peacefully, so
Okay.
thank God.
What about daymares? Okay, never mind. All right, let's move on, everyone. not all jokes, you know, are successful.
No,
Let's put it that
because
way.
the opposite of a nightmare is not a daymare. It's a day. It's a day.
It's a
It's
day
a day
horse.
horse.
It's a day horse, right? Yeah, it's a good one as well. Yeah. Okay, then. What else do we have here? And when I see them across my city, I immediately go away. So it's still Volt is still talking about those stray dogs. Yeah. And Luke fears a negative state of mind, but it is also so instinctive. I don't want to be afraid of anything. I know it's easier said than done. Yeah, I mean,
Mm.
fear is a negative emotion, isn't it? Yeah. So you could fear of being afraid, if it makes any sense. Fear of having a fear. Yeah. I agree with you.
And that's loop.
I don't like a negative state of mind either. It sometimes happens. I don't think you can prevent it. I think it's there for a reason, but I don't like it either. Helen, shall we move on?
Yes. What else have you got for me? Have you
What
got in
else,
store for me?
what else is there in store for Helen? Let's see. Why do you think some people like horror movies so much, Helen?
And that would be a big mystery to me. Um, um, I don't. Um, I don't like them.
You don't like
Uh,
the people or horror movies? The people that watch horror movies or horror movies? Or both? All of them.
do I like people in general
You don't
anyway?
like people in general. Yeah, we have already established that, Helen.
I was talking about horror movies. So it's a bit difficult for me to imagine to fathom why people like them and seem to like them a lot.
Mhm.
Um, they like to scare themselves and what else? Some sometimes in those
Why? Like,
movies
why do they do
it's
that? Like, why would you want to be scared? Isn't that a negative thing to happen to you? Isn't that a negative emotion to experience? Why would you want to be scared?
it's not a negative emotion. It's an uncomfortable, of an unwanted emotion.
For me, it's quite negative. I don't like to be scared. I consider it negative.
So why the heck are you watching zombies movies? And
I don't
it,
get scared. When
I know
I don't
better
get scared.
pets than
You don't
zombies.
understand. You don't understand. For me, zombie TV shows, it's not about being scared. It's about the zombies themselves. I like that they pose a threat to the characters, and I'm not scared myself because I know they're not in my room or anything. I just think those zombies make for a good story, and also I like the theme of survivalism, whatever the word is,
Mm.
survival. Yeah, I like the theme of survival, and that's why I like watching horror movies. It's not to do with the fact that I'm scared of zombies when I watch sorry, zombie movies or zombie TV shows. I don't watch horrors actually. I'm with you on that.
And
Awkward
but
silence.
I don't really know what to answer you. Sometimes it's obvious when something is going to happen in those movies. Um, I don't. There's a genre that I like. That it's not exactly horror movies. It's those catastrophes movies.
Yeah.
When everything's go wrong,
Mm,
oh no, there's gonna be a flood. They don't want to cancel the event. It's gonna
yeah.
get terribly wrong. Oh no, I have to save my family. And
But
it's
you
almost
also,
like a comedy to me. So some people take them seriously and get into
yeah,
the drama, but I haven't watched them for a long time. But it became like a comedy to me.
yeah. See, that's why I like zombie movies. It is the same. You mentioned it's about spreading illness. That's what zombie movies or zombie shows are about. Right? There's a virus, right, that spreads, and it's
Did
also
you?
funny. It is funny because the people die and then they come back to life. That how is that not funny?
Because I'm the kind of person when I have a mental mental image formed in my mind, it's goddamn hard to take it out of my mind, and I will have it for weeks and months, and if not years.
All
And
right,
that's for 10 seconds of a scary thing in a one movie.
okay. Well, I know what I'm gonna do next time. I know what kind of costume I'm gonna go for next time. Then,
Yeah, but I'm not sure of the outcome. If it's the
yeah,
kind of outcome you would
might be
like.
something, might be something quite interesting, and we could make a good thumbnail out of it. I'm sure even YouTube algorithm would love it. Speaking of the
Well,
YouTube algorithm, everyone, if you want to help the YouTube algorithm for this video, please give us a like. This is like this is a like for Helen, especially for Helen. If the more likes you give us, the less scared she will be, because the more likes there are, the more at ease she will feel, because likes mean means people, right? So you have got a lot of people here watching, so it's logical. And when there are a lot of people present, Helen, it means that
more
anything that,
comments and more thing to talk about. More things to talk about.
yeah, but like usually when there are a lot of people,
The videos pushed um,
oh
is presented to more people, and you gain popularity and you go viral. But we're not
no,
talking about diseases.
I said none of that. No, I'm not. That's not what I'm talking about. I didn't say that. All right. Good morning. Morning. It's 7:18 here. I don't know where, PM, not AM. I don't know where you are, Jörg, but it's not morning here. Not here in Europe. Um. Okay, Helen, shall we move on?
Yeah.
Okay. What common phobias do you know, and have you ever suffered from them? What a great question this is.
There's so many things that can people can be scared. Maybe not all at once.
Hmm.
Uh, can you be more specific?
No.
Oh, thank you so much. Um, bec- beside fear of people,
Yeah. I can't tell you because I was typing. I couldn't tell you because I was typing, and I can't multitask. Sorry. I'm a man.
I'm not especially afraid of spiders or mice m- mo-
Mice.
Moses. Mice.
Mice. Yeah, mice.
Moses is something else.
It's uncountable. It's sorry. It's a irregular plural.
Mm.
Yeah. Some people say
Mouse, mice,
you
yeah.
can say computer mouses. Yeah. I think there is like a split on whether it's computer mice or computer mouses. But when it comes to the animals, it should be mice for sure.
Mm. All right.
S-
Mm.
So you're not really scared of animals as such, are you?
Sometimes I can be wary of some dogs. Any
Very.
animals, any not really wild but unknown animals, you have to approach them carefully. It's it's basic sense. You can scare them, and an animal that is scared can act in a dangerous way for you.
Yeah.
I'm not too fond of snakes.
I like how you put it. I'm not too fond of snakes. Is that an understatement? Is that euphemism, Helen?
It depends on the snake. It depends
What do you mean?
where
Is
I
it
in what conditions I may encounter the snake.
what do you mean? Like if the snake is dead, you're not afraid of it? How can you tell if a snake is dead? It's hard to tell because snakes, when they sleep, they look like dead, don't they?
Yeah, but if I go hiking and there's not many snakes where I live, but uh, in those conditions, I wouldn't feel too secure.
Yeah.
But if there's some kind of domesticated snake and someone is hanging it to me, it may not be the most pleasant touch, the
If
pleasant feeling,
if
but
someone is doing what? Sorry, if someone is doing what?
is handing it
Handing it
to
to you.
me.
Okay, got
Hmm?
it.
Is
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I
Okay.
would handle it not too badly.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. 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 Uh, Jörg is on holiday. I'm on holiday. I think the phrase is I'm on holiday, and be careful. It's spelled with HOLI, not Y. Okay, I'm on holiday. Yeah, makes sense. If it's morning for you, that can only mean that you're somewhere in, I don't know, Japan or something. You have to be somewhere in Japan. Tell us where you are, Jörg.
I think he meant that because he's on holiday, he just wake up in the afternoon,
Mm-hmm.
something
Okay,
like that.
maybe. It could mean
That's
that.
what you would people do on holidays, maybe summer,
Yeah.
partying late at night and
Mm-hmm.
sleeping
Would
late.
you think some people are afraid of doing that, of partying and spending time on holiday?
What do you mean?
Don't know.
Afraid of what?
I was just trying to fill the silence. It wasn't a good question. To be
Fill the
honest with
void.
you, yeah, I wasn't. Yeah, sorry about that. Da-da-da-dum. Okay, so it's time to move on, Helen. We've got a lot of
All right.
people getting involved in the chat, though. So I wonder, like, which of these comments should I read out? I guess I'm gonna read out this one. Helen, are you afraid of heights?
Um, a little bit, yeah. I don't feel comfortable when I look down when I happen to visit someone who is living in upper what's the name
Ground,
stories not stories in
floors,
a upper in a building. I have to look
floor. Yeah.
through the window, and I'm not feeling too comfortable.
Yeah. I can't stand heights. Personally, I'm terrified of heights, honestly. Like it's not like I pass out. Like I don't pass out like when I'm on a roof or something, but I have so much respect of that situation that I just step away. Like I don't want. I don't go near that uh, cliff or whatever it is. I don't go near that. I just I can't do it. It makes me
Safe
uneasy.
house.
I don't know. Maybe it's like self-preservation or something. I don't know. But yeah, I think I am afraid of heights myself. I don't like heights at all. And apparently, being afraid of heights is a phobia called acrophobia. I think you're right. Yeah, Luke, I think you're right. Uh, yeah, I was right. Hang on. I think Jörg says that he is from Germany and now he's near Japan. I think that's what Jörg is saying, if I
Mm.
understood correctly. Yeah, that would make sense.
So it's on a holiday in Japan, or
Japan, yeah.
mm,
Hmm. That sounds like a nice place to be.
yeah, surely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard about a phobia called nomophobia. Helen, do you know what that is? Nomophobia.
Uh, so many words
I know.
in ending by phobia, and
Have have you heard about this one though? Nomophobia.
mm,
I think
not this one.
you can work it out. Look at the first four letters.
No more, no more, no. It doesn't
No.
ring any bell.
Okay. No is like the negative. Mo is like if you don't have this, you are scared and you are like
But
you
what's more
fear.
is the stands for uh,
What
is the root. What is it is it
it
standing
okay.
for?
It's usually quite smart.
The more is smart.
That thing that you're looking for is quite smart usually. Yeah, quite. Maybe some
You're
people.
afraid of smart people?
No, smartphones. You are afraid of not having a smartphone, or not like it's like a phobia of not being near a smartphone. You need to have it near you, and if you don't see it or if you don't have it, like it comes out of your addiction, I suppose. Okay, I'm gonna read definition for us. Nomophobia or no mobile phone phobia is used to describe a psychological condition.
Oh, more for mobile. Oh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's far-fetched.
When people have a fear of being detached from a mobile phone connectivity, you know. Yeah, so it's an interesting one. Hi Nadia. Hi everyone. Helen, you're brave enough to speak about fears and phobias, aren't you?
Well, since I'm doing it, I'm
you
not
you
petrified. So
you even picked this topic, Helen. I was giving you a choice today and you said I want to talk about phobias.
I wouldn't call it a choice, but I don't know if I would call myself brave.
Yeah. Okay
But
then.
thank you. Na-
Yeah.
it's Nadia, or yeah, it's Nadia.
Yeah, I think it's Nadia from the Achievers Chamber Discord group, which is the group that I have talked about here many times before. So I'm not going to talk about it today because I feel like sometimes I may be annoying people with like offering them to join the Achievers Chamber. So not today. Are you disappointed, Helen?
A little bit surprised, but I would just have add
Yeah,
that some people are missing out, obviously. But
you are right. But
let's not talk about it today.
I am just sometimes, of course, it's like a sales pitch, right? But sometimes it can be quite draining for me having to do that. Let's put it that way. I know I have to
Sometimes
do that. I know I have
you
to do that,
sound
and
like a broken record.
I also
Yeah.
know I'm gonna help it a lot. I would help a lot of people with that group. I know that as well. but for me, it's not always the most pleasant experience. I wouldn't exactly call it a phobia, but
Oh no, not that sales pitch again. No, I don't want to do that.
sorry.
Oh no, no. I don't want to do that sales pitch again. No, don't force me to do that.
Now the question is like, is it worse to say it or listen to it? That's the real question. I don't have any statistical data, so I don't know.
Oh, all right, you listeners, you have 2 hours to answer that questions.
You have 2 hours
We'll
to join
collect
the
all
achievers
essays
chamber.
in 2 hours.
Yeah, the time expires in 2 hours. If you don't get back to me within 2 hours, the offer is gone, and also the world will explode. So you might as well sign up for the Achievers Chamber. If you don't do it now, you never will, and the world will end as well, and you will die not not joining the Achievers Chamber, which is like the worst thing that could ever potentially happen to you.
A bit dramatic too.
Maybe I am blowing it out of proportion a little bit, slightly
just,
exaggerating.
just, just a tiny tad.
Yeah, tiny bit. Yeah. Okay then. Uh, she feels fearless speaking about fears. Okay, I think Luke is becoming a poet. Another Achievers Chamber member. I think we've
So
got a
thank
new
you guys.
We've got a new Shakespeare in the house, everyone. Why not? Why not? Why the hell not? Okay, Helen. Let's
Yeah.
see. I've got more questions here. Let's let's see what we can do with them. All right. This one. Do you think that fear can be a good thing?
Yeah, it reminds you to be aware of some dangers. And I think I've heard or read something about extreme sports that you're in danger when you stop uh, when when you stop being afraid, because that's when you're less careful with checking your devices, your material, and you can be a bit careless, and that's when it can become really dangerous.
Yeah.
So to some extent fear reminds you of the danger, and it
Yeah.
reminds you to be prepared for that.
Yeah, I think that's how we were made as humans, and I think animals fear as well, right? Animals may not have all emotions in the world, but I think they have fear because it's a self-preservation thing, isn't it? It's like a self-preservation instinct, let's call it.
Mhm.
Like i- if you weren't if you let's imagine like there's an animal, like a small animal, a rabbit, and it is not afraid of a lion or something, well then it's gonna die, right? So fear is good. Obviously, excessive fear is not good. For example, if you are currently petrified of my hair, of my wig, or of this YouTube live, then that might be going a bit too far. That might be like unjustified, like unwarranted fear. Don't you think, Alan?
It would be a tad too much. Yeah, indeed.
Pardon?
It would be an
Tad too much.
exaggeration. Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, just a tad.
exactly. Yeah, but the thing is, like, who decides what we should be and shouldn't be afraid of? Because it's quite individual, isn't it?
I think you don't decide, you just feel it, and you try to deal with it one way or another.
Yeah. What one person is feared of doesn't mean that the person sitting next door is scared of, right?
It always amuses me a lot when people tell me, "Oh, you shouldn't be afraid. like if it were the cure for me being afraid. And I never thought of it before. I'm afraid, and I shouldn't be afraid of it. And
Yeah.
that's the solution. And
It doesn't help, does it? People don't realize that your brain is different than theirs, you know.
but oh, the oh, you're angry. Oh, just don't be angry. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
As if it would help. There's no need to be angry. Uh, and have you noticed when you say that to an angry person or a fearful person, there's nothing to be afraid of.
Mhm.
You shouldn't be afraid. Usually, this
So,
person is even more afraid.
so the moral is, if you have a friend who is afraid, don't tell them don't be afraid, because it doesn't help. That's the piece of advice that Helen is giving us, basically. Tell them be afraid. Shit your pants. Or something like that.
Not sure if it's the best advice
I
either.
mean, if you shit your pants, then I think you have other things to worry about than being afraid of something. Worse, what could possibly be worse than that, Helen? Than shitting your pants? I mean, if I shed my pants, honestly, imagining that, I don't think I would be afraid of anything after that. I think the whole focus
Depends
would
if
be
it
on those.
happens to you in public
Oh, that would be
or
the
at home.
worst.
At home, it's just annoying,
I
but
think we
it's
have
not
just
too bad.
created. I think we have just created a completely new phobia, Helen. Oh, Yerk says that he didn't know it was a wig. Are you kidding me, Yerk? You have seen me here before many times. Good one, good one. Good one. But yeah, I can imagine if there's someone watching me for the first time, they might be wondering, is this your real hair, Zdenek? No, it's not. It's not. It's not. It's a wig. Okay. Um, and I'm wearing it because my clothes haven't been washed. I don't know
Your
why I
clothes,
used passive voice there.
your
I
clothes.
haven't washed my clothes. No, yeah. I meant hair, sorry. I haven't I haven't washed my hair, and that's why, like, I had only 10 minutes till the beginning of the live stream, and I came to the conclusion that it would be for the best if I didn't wash my hair and clothes. Okay. Um yeah, that's a good one. That's a good expression. Fight or flight. That's right. So
Uh,
fight or flight.
uh, fight, uh, fight, flight, freeze, please. A reaction. That's the most complete collocation I've heard of.
Okay,
And
like the
very
yeah.
often you hear fight, fight, freeze.
Mhm.
You talked about the rabbit a little bit earlier, and it's this situation. You're in the middle of the street. A car with the lights comes to you, and you're just petrified. The
A
rabbit is not
cow with
moving.
lights? How common is that there would be a cow with lights? Oh, you mean when you're driving?
No, a car, not a car.
Oh, sorry, I heard cow. Car. Okay. Yeah, I see what you
And
mean.
usually animals are just freeze because they are surprised, and they don't have the instinct to not right away to flight. They just freeze.
Yeah, that's right. Fight
Yeah,
or flight. So
nice collocation.
yeah, I don't know if it's a collocation, Helen. Fight or flight.
Fight
That's
or flight. Uh,
more
I,
like a binomial
but I'm
phrase,
not
I
sure
suppose.
it collocates with situation. I would collocate it with reaction.
Oh, you
So
mean the
reaction.
word situation, fight or flight situation. I guess
I'm not
that
sure
would,
of that.
yeah. No, that's a good collocation. You're right. But what I meant was the phrase itself, fight or flight. It's called a binomial phrase. Binomial phrase. Yeah. Sorry, I'm being a bit nerdy here. Okay. Helen, I think that's. I mean, anything else you would like to ask, Helen? Anyone? Okay, maybe this is a good question. We can end with this question. I
Mhm.
like this one.
Which one?
Uh, what is one thing that most people fear but you don't? I think it's quite a cool question.
Mm, maybe I will terribly lack of creativity with this answer. But a lot of people, when they begin to speak English, they just fear to speak. And strangely, I can remember a time where I was unable to speak, or when at school I wasn't really asked to speak, and I didn't know how. Um, but I cannot remember a time when I was afraid of speaking.
Mm.
I think it can happen to me if I were in a classroom with a high level, and I would certainly be afraid of speaking at some point.
In
But
front of others, you mean? Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But in when there is a need of using the language, you don't have the time to be afraid. You just
Yeah.
need to communicate, and you just do it.
Yeah.
And
You're right.
um,
Unless the teacher says, "Now come at the front and tell us a joke or tell us a story." I think it's called stage fright. A lot of people suffer from that stage fright. I used to have it when I was very, very young, I guess. I guess when I was at high school, I it kind of disappeared at university, but at high school, yeah, it wasn't my favorite thing to do, let's say. Now I would love it. Yeah, it was just a phase of my life, you know. Now I would love it.
um, I don't know if there are other things that I would do and other would fear.
That
So
what? Sorry?
I don't know if there is more things that I would do easily, fearlessly, and that other would fear. Other
Over. What's over?
other people.
Oh, others. You have to say others because if you say other would fear, like I was like, what are you saying? The others would fear.
Others.
Yeah, others. Yeah, it's the Cockney, your Cockney pronunciation. Other, others, other.
Uh,
It,
others. Others.
the. It's
The
okay. Like some people just say others, but it's better to say others, others. Anyway, Helen, we have to have a look at the feedback. Yeah, I don't have much stuff.
All right. So, how
Are you
many mistakes have
not
I
that
made?
many? Don't worry, don't worry, not that many. Are you scared, Helen? Are you?
I'm petrified.
Yeah. Okay. Well, here we go. Ah! Wanted to scare you with my feedback. All right.
Oh,
So, I don't know if I scared.
you haven't succeeded in your
I think
endeavor.
I I think I scared myself more than anyone else. I think I scared myself more. Okay, and all the spiders in my room. Yes, I do have spiders in my room. Everyone, you surprised? I do because I don't like killing spiders. Not a big fan. Not a big fan. Besides, they eat flies, and I hate flies more than spiders. Okay, can you guys see this? Helen?
I can see it.
Okay, so I believe this is a bit strange, and it could also mean
Arrived. Not I can.
yeah, you can arrive at yeah, that would be fine, but came late. I came late one time to a meeting, I think you should say, right?
Yeah, this too.
Otherwise, it might have a completely different meaning, and I'm not gonna go into that. All right. How about wait? I was going to no. Let's What's better, this or that? This is better. Okay. How about this one? This is a very very good collocation that Helen came up with to initiate a conversation. Yeah, to start a conversation. I really like this collocation, Helen. Well done. How do you pronounce this word again?
Initiate. Initiate.
Initiate. Yeah. Initiate. Where's the stress? Which
Ni.
syllable is stressed? Yeah.
Initiate.
Yeah. That's yeah.
Initiate.
Yeah. That's it. Mm-hmm. Okay. What have I done? Right. Stray dogs. That was Helen's suggestion for replacing the expression homeless dog. Stray dogs. I agree. That's a good one. Definitely used a lot. How do you pronounce this word, Helen?
Imagine.
Very good. Where's the stress?
I don't know.
You
Uh,
know. You definitely know.
the second.
Yeah, that's it. I don't think this was supposed to be red. I think this was supposed to be blue because I really liked one word which you used there, and that's this word, fathom. Do you guys know what to fathom something means? Helen, can you tell us?
Um, it's similar in meaning to imagine,
Exactly.
with the difference that we're trying to estimate something real. Some It's between estimate and imagine something. The size of the
Yeah,
reality, the depth.
yeah.
To
It could be more sort of elaborate. Yeah, but you're right. But also, I think it could also just be like if you say it's unfathomable, for example, like it's unimaginable. It could just mean to imagine, really, I think.
um,
No? To
when we
understand or
imagine something, we're thinking about something that is not real, and
mhm.
it's it's close to try to
Also
understand,
also
to
to understand
estimate,
them.
to
Exactly. All right, very good word. So thank you for teaching us this, Helen. How about this one? How should you pronounce it?
not again.
Again, yeah. It's a nightmare, isn't it? It keeps popping up.
Yeah. I may develop a phobia about pronunciation. Event.
Yeah, correct. I think your event phobia is gone.
Until next time.
Yeah.
Until next occurrence.
By oc- occurrence. Occurrence.
Occurrence.
Occurrence. Let's check that one as well. Occurrence. Yeah. Occurrence. Okay. Occurrence. Occurrence. All right. There are so many people. No, that's not what you said. There's so many people can be scared, but not all at once.
No.
I don't
So
understand
many
this at
things are
all.
wrong
But it could be
so
me
many
just right.
things. There are so many things people can be scared. Uh,
Okay. Yeah, that's my bad. Yeah.
Scared of. Can be
Yes,
there are so many
that was
things
the
people can
mistake.
be scared of,
That
but
was the mistake you need off here. That's the mistake you made. My mistake was forgetting to write the word things. because you definitely use that word in that sentence. But you need that of. We have talked about this before. It's like a relative clause which needs of at the end. Okay, right. Plural of mouse is what?
Obviously mice.
Mice. Yeah. Sometimes I can be wary of some dogs. So I would like you to explain to us what this expression means, Ellen. To be wary of something. Does it mean to be
Um,
scared of?
Maybe a tad, but no, it's acting carefully, or
Yeah.
you this one situation or one thing don't inspire you. You do not feel comfortable
Yeah.
about something.
Yeah.
Approach it carefully.
Exactly. You don't trust it.
Yeah,
Hmm. So Helen, but Helen's like didn't say she was scared of dogs, but she's wary of them. She sort of
being careful.
she's being more careful maybe than others or something. Yeah. Okay. I'm not too fond of snakes. How do you pronounce this word, Helen? I think there's a like a thing we have to deal with in terms of pronunciation. How do you pronounce this one?
Fond.
Yeah, because I
I'm not too
sometimes
fond
I
of
no, I think now it sounds good, but sometimes I can hear you say
sound.
found. Yeah. So I just want
Mm,
to make sure you know the difference. It could be just something
Maybe I
wrong
will
with
mix them up again.
it
Probably.
could be something to do with my something wrong with my ears as well. But the first one is the past tense from find. Yeah. I
Hmm?
found a wallet. I found a wallet
Fond.
in the
Not too
street.
fond of snakes.
And I'm fond of finding wallets in the street. Also, it was a wonderful understatement. Remember, I said it was euphemism, an example of euphemism. If you say I'm not too fond of snakes, it could mean I'm terrified of snakes. But you don't want to say it in a strong way, so you say it like this. I quite like that.
I would be
This
terrified of a horde of of small ramping insects. Uh, that would be the way worse than a snake.
okay then, if you say so. How do you pronounce this word? This country,
Japan,
Japan. Where's the stress?
second
Ja-
syllable.
Japan.
Japan.
And now, how can you pronounce this sentence to me, focusing on stressing the words correctly?
Um, uh, is it okay then just sports?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I've heard something about danger spots.
Yeah, I think it's okay. I don't know why I wrote this anymore, Helen. I, it might have been completely right, honestly. I
Because
don't know.
on the spur of the moment, don't expect me to put the right stress, the right
Yeah.
sentence stress.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was, but I guess you
Dangerous
meant
sport? It's
yeah,
danger? No, or danger.
I don't know. Like the thing is like if even the collocation danger sports exist, I think isn't it called extreme sports?
Um, yeah, definitely extreme sports exist, but
Yeah.
danger sports, I'm not
I'm not
sure of it.
sure. I'm not sure. But the thing is, like, if it's like a compound danger sports, then I guess if it existed, let's just speculate here. If it existed, then the stress would be on the word danger because it's a noun, and you would say danger sports. But if it's extreme sports, then the stress is on sports because extreme is an adjective. And if you have a compound made out of, well, is that even a compound? I guess it is. It could be. When you have a compound made out of an adjective plus a noun, then the noun is stressed. The second noun is stressed. But if it's two nouns, then the first noun is stressed, you know? So, anyway, maybe people, when they begin to speak English, they just fear to speak. How do you pronounce this word, Helen?
Begin?
Yeah. Okay. No problems.
All right.
No problems whatsoever. Okay, I think that's it. Do we still have some people watching? Actually, we have more people watching than before. I think people are enjoying this feedback section. What do you think, Helen?
I hope so.
I hope so too. Let's
That's
see. We've
why
got
we're doing it, so they can learn something, so it can
yep,
be useful to them. And if
absolutely.
it's not,
Don't
we
watch it.
are hoping that they're telling us
Don't
how
wa-
to improve in the comments.
yeah, if it's
What do you
not
think?
useful for you, please don't watch it. Would you ever say that to your viewers, Helen? If it's not useful for you, please don't watch it. I don't think you should say that because you are glad that they are watching, even though it's not useful for them, right?
As long as they are enjoying it.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, sometimes like what does the word useful even mean, right? It could be useful in terms of learning something new. Yeah. It could be just useful because you just want to be entertained by seeing a weird guy weird guy with a wig trying to teach um normal person from France, a normal person from
You've just called me normal. Are you in your right mind?
No, I'm not in the right frame of mind at all because the reason I called you normal was because for special effect. I thought it would be a bit too mean if I called you weird as well. I'm more comfortable calling myself weird, to be honest with you. I think it's my comfort zone. You know, I don't think you can offend people, you can insult people easily, right? If you tell them something, but you cannot insult and offend people if you say something to your about yourself, if you make fun of yourself, or if you call yourself names. You know what I mean? It's safer. It's safer sense of humor. It's a safer sense of humor. Would you agree?
Um, Probably. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
safer.
a tad safer.
Yeah, but I think I would feel offended if you call me normal.
If I called you what?
Normal,
Normal. Okay.
normal.
Yeah. I'm not calling you normal then. You're abnormal, Helen. How about that? How does the word abnormal sound to you?
A bit strange, but probably
Well,
closer to reality than normal.
well, it only makes sense that the word abnormal sounds strange to you because that's kind of the meaning of the word, isn't it? Strange, different, different from
Different, definitely.
what different from what is usual or average. So often it's strange. So yeah, um, that's right, Nadia. A good sense for self irony. Yeah, I think that's always important. That goes a long way, doesn't it?
Yeah, to be able to laugh off yourself, make fun of your difficulties, and
Unless
fun.
you
Yeah,
overdo it, and you start believing in those things. If you start calling yourself names and saying you are a stupid person and making fun of yourself, and then you suddenly start believing it, that's a problem, right?
and it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Hmm.
Exactly. What a great phrase to end this live on. A self-fulfilling prophecy. You couldn't have made it any better, Helen, this ending. Thank you very much for that. And thanks to everyone for watching. And yeah, this has been a live English lesson with me, teacher Zdenek, and student Helen.
All right, so thank you for the lessons, Zdenek.
You're very welcome, Helen. As always, it's been fun. It's always fun to teach you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Guys, take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone. Bye.
Bye.